The time is 5 o'clock on this Sunday evening, November 25th, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, November 25th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins, 5 o'clock, and it is 45 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening is U.S. closes major San Diego port of entry as migrants rush border. Black Sea standoff intensifies tension between Russia and Ukraine. Judge rejects George Pavlov's motion to delay prison sentence. Blizzard warning initiative in Chicago area starting at 6 p.m. Roger Daughtry discusses new book. But also California wildfire finally contained. Grim search for bodies continues. In Alabama, police saw a young black man with a gun and shot him in Barbara says after Gallery police killing. Major League Baseball asks Cindy Smith campaign to return $5,000 donation, according to the report. 6 sea lions dead from gunshot wounds off Washington coast, group reports. Taiwan ruling party suffers major defeat in local elections. Trump criticized the French protests are not focused on its priorities. 6.3 magnitude earthquake hits western Iran. Representative Adam Schiff, Trump's being dishonest about Khashoggi. In Mansfield, 2 suffer serious injuries after truck strikes Bridgeport on Interstate 495 in Mansfield. For the second time in 2 months, a truck struck a car on Bridgeport on Interstate 495 south at the Route 140 overpass. 2 occupants in the box truck suffered serious injuries and were taken to Rhode Island Hospital in Providence after the crash Saturday afternoon, according to the Mansfield Fire Department. The condition of the victims was not available. Mansfield and Norton firefighters were dispatched to the highway around 12:30 p.m. The truck had turned over to the side. Traffic was backed up near Interstate 95 next to the 495 until the truck was removed. On October 9th, a tractor trailer carrying a load of southwest and struck the same embankment. Officers checked the bridge for damage, but it was not closed. The accident occurred at the exit of South Main Street in Mansfield. As the cause of the accident is under investigation. Man charged with assaulting Providence policeman in Merriam Hospital scuffle. Kosan remains jailed in Japan. Medical device that treats pain shocks burns patients. Elon Musk denies that the SpaceX Mars colony will be a ticket out for the rich. Looking at news from the wires. Ukraine Navy, Russia fired on and seized 3 vessels. Taiwan voters reject same-sex marriage referendum. Syria chemical attack by turned 6 up to 100 people. A 55-year-old man accused of fatally shooting a woman in the dispensary at a Walmart is not expected to survive, the Cobb Police Department said. Campfire 100% contained as death toll stands at 85. In Foxburg, town officials are planning to seek legal action against the CSX freight line following over a year and a half of issues that have gone unresolved. Town manager William Keegan told residents during a community meeting on Monday evening that the town hoped to get some relief from the CSX related problems that raised by town officials for the court. The meeting was organized by Representative Jay Barrows, Republican Mansfield, was intended along with Senator Paul Feeney and Democrat Foxborough, all 5 selectmen, Fire Chief Roger Happy, and Police Chief William Baker. There are no officials in the State Department of Transportation CSX present on Monday's meeting, and all they were invited by Barrows. The trains that are CSX operates on the MassDOT Railroad back to town have blocked intersections 36 times during the last year. Keegan said caused delays in bus pickups for school children, keeping residents from the streets and in response to times for emergency responders. They have caused a headache for residents in the area of County Street, would say the trains out for long periods of time behind their homes and generating loud noises in the early morning hours. Residents have also cleaned up debris in multiple times when apartments found their 3 separate train car fires in the past year. Keegan said he had a productive phone call with officials at Mass DOT earlier that month who were promised to attend a future community meeting. They also Said they will work at the wall for training yard is complete. CSX 5 a.m. stop in the Mansfield training. Yard will be eliminated. The work should be complete by the end of January end. Keegan said then first that the mascots trying to monkey cage the challenge that dealing with operators is difficult and dealing with the powers that owns the track. The sense he got at CSX mascots said them you know that and well that's the next upload of them. King and Andy was initially never time team league awesome time to get the fight now. Police Chief Baker was an attorney is put in together a case that by the town and asked residents to submit their stories to include an evidence well as photo and video evidence. He said believes that the town has a good case considering blocking the section of affected public safety. Baker said the public safety department conducted a study that shows response time for emergency vehicles doubles with that intersection block. However, they can coordinate with Mansfield public safety departments to ensure they can get someone to Mansfield again. Edo Shidon tomorrow, County Street resident who records issues. The CSX recently caught one in the freight section and take mainly what he called crass and plot and trouble comments to him. He questioned where we repair to look it up. There's nothing else we could do. That editor did not going to play well for Supreme Court Judge Baker said. He warned residents of legal acts and children CSX to serve the lawyers with the most likely advise them and send the community meeting and make communication with them impossible. Todd Assett, the Never County Street residents at CSX has started leaving train cars behind their homes regularly, including the past Friday of the weekend. Not but enough about so them to like middle finger to people live in the neighborhood. It's not appropriate, Keegan said. Pat Doggan Baker Street resident and retired bus driver said the blocking instructor that caused problems with the school bus drivers. Baker called in and said to the block to cross in the lane time of day are and break down and keep them blocked. When they're trying to reroute buses and trying to get Burmese sparks to stuff back and forth, you have halfway around the town of Mansfield in order to make a bus route. Let me herald, Charles, that's not fun. Often still substitutes for bus drivers occasionally for many of the routes. Run for train crossings like Mechanic Spring and Leonard Street. We have buses that could have geared to stand when he had Trapper back to we had Parisman right and to make them difficult. Keegan said the town plans to file case by Christmas. Said Barrows said to be in touch with Mass DOT to schedule a community meeting. But now, tomorrow said residents are looking forward to the fourth local months. I don't know take the human one just like they did last year. One day from Mars landing, NASA weighs in on petroleum development in the Arctic Ocean. Zoned out to the largest and gets continuous time-lapse maintenance space. Sea dip infection crop up outside hospitals and nursing homes. Alzheimer's vaccine could cut dementia case in half, researcher says. CBD spreads on deer and elk farms as Wisconsin set control efforts stumble. Diabetes risk so does worse for you than other sugary food, study says. In Newtown, Connecticut, motor accident of entrapment, 123 South Main Street, companies working on motor crash with entrapment and circulation operations underway at the time. Lindenberg, New Hampshire, MVA, railway entrapment and Pitt and Gill Road coming to the same single vehicle rollover. Occupants trapped non-danger tools being put to the work. And Gold Street, motor accident of entrapment, and Yarmouth, Massachusetts, 60 span of 7 2-car rollover, motor accident, evaluated 6 patients. And Peter Children's time, 5:07 on this. Sunday evening, and it's time now for a Peter Channel Sports Report. The New England Patriots bounce back from their disappointing loss on Veterans Day to the Tennessee Titans in a big way as they defeat the New York Jets 27-13 behind Tom Brady's 2 touchdowns. New England goes at 83, and next up the Pats. They'll be at Gillette Stadium on Sunday at 4:25 p.m. against Stephon Diggs down in Cleveland and the Minnesota Vikings. Okay, looking at some other NFL scores. There's LA Chargers leading the Arizona Cardinals 14-10, 5-26 in the second quarter. Larry Fitzgerald scored 5 touchdowns in the last 5 games. Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins even 7 apiece, scoring in the second quarter. And the Denver Broncos are leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 3-0 with 12:54 left in the second quarter. Running back Gus Edwards, 100+ rushing yards, second straight game in the Baltimore Ravens 34-17 win over the Oakland Raiders. Buffalo Bills over the Jacksonville Jaguars 24-21 as the Jacksonville Jaguars lost 7 straight games and longest active streak in the NFL. Seattle Seahawks over the Carolina Panthers 30-27, but McCaffrey first play in Carolina history with 100 rushing receiving yards. Baker Mayfield 4 pass touchdowns franchise Ricky Redd Cleveland Browns 35-20 win over the Cincinnati Bengals. Philly Eagles over the New York Giants 25-22 and Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the San Francisco 49ers 27-9. Michigan Rivers Referendum lost to the Ohio State Buckeyes as Ohio State up at number 6 in the poll after freshman Michigan. And John Jones never provided Chuck Liddell's That's up there again after KO lost to Tito Ortiz. Pure chill. News time is 5:09 on this Sunday evening. It's time now for a Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Baby! Let's study off on the MBTA, where looking at it on the subway commuter rail. Worcester train 2510, 4:30 p.m. on Worcester for 10 minutes basket between Worcester and substation due to mechanical issue, and the fares they are all looking good. Okay, look at the hours and byways on Rhode Island. 95 northbound side, so between Route 1 and Attleboro, Oregon either the Pawtucket, and 95 on the northbound side, so on downtown Providence. And the Cape, it's looking good. 128 in the southbound side, so between 24 and Canton down to the Braintree split. 95 northbound side, so on 128 in Canton. Mass Pike eastbound side of Route 9 in the Freeway, and all the New Corner and Individual Square between the Fruit Tunnel and Mass Pike, both ends is backed up on Long River down the South Bus and 7 Expressway. The northbound side, so on Quincy Stretch. 93 southbound side, so between some of the lines and Bridge and downtown Boston. Route 1 southbound side, little so around 93 out in Charlestown. 128 southbound side, so on 93 up in Woburn. 128 the both ends is backed around the Burlington Stretch around Route 3. 485 on the northbound side, so on the Westford Stretch. 290 eastbound side, so on Marlborough. 485 on the southbound side, also on Hudson Stretch. The Pike eastbound slope between Brimfield and Charlton via 84 and Sturbridge. Mass Pike westbound side slope between Charlton and 84 and Sturbridge. Mass Pike both ends is back between Auburn and down to Grafton. 84 eastbound side, so Route 20 and the Mass Pike in Sturbridge. Western Massachusetts 91 southbound side, so on Route 5 in Sunderland, Connecticut. Route 91 northbound side slope before 84 in Hartford, Connecticut. 84 eastbound side slope between West Auburn and Hartford, Connecticut. 84 both ends is back between Denver and Waterbury, Connecticut. And 91 southbound side, so Meriden, Connecticut. 691. Merritt Parkway westbound side, it is so between Milford all the way down to New King, Connecticut. Merritt Parkway eastbound side between Greenwich down to Milford. 95 northbound side to Greenwich down to Bridgeport. 95 northbound side to Milford down to Brentford. 89 southbound side Lowell's 93 in Concord, Hampshire, and up in northern New England. Interstate 87 and 89. Both ends is back between the US Canadian border and out of 55 northbound side zone 7 Quebec. And 95 both ends back between Bangor down to the Canadian border and upstate Maine due to the snow. Peter Children's time, 5:12 on this Sunday evening. Time now for a weather report. Looking at the radar satellite look, shows snow covering much of northern Maine and down east Maine down to southern Brunswick, and some snow in west central Nova Scotia with some rain showers in western and southern coastal sectors of Nova Scotia and coastal down east Maine, and rain and showers down in southern Maine, south of Portland, Maine, and snow flurries in the north central New Hampshire down the northwestern portions of Maine. Rain showers on the Adirondacks of New York State, while to the west of some snow on the line from west central Michigan and on the southern Wisconsin, down around northern western portions of Illinois, down to Iowa, and down to northern Missouri and northeastern portions of Kansas, where Kansas City in the vicinity has had snow. While seeing a little batch of sleet in the northeastern Missouri and some rain showers line from Jefferson City down for Illinois, down to western, southwestern Indiana, down to western Kentucky, down for central Tennessee, down for the Gulf states. Looking at temperatures around the region, it's in the 40s spot metro region with a 51-degree wind in westerly Rhode Island. It's in the 20s, the 30s in northern wind and 42-degree wind in Manchester, New Hampshire. Hazards weather outlet. Stout storm session sweeping southern New England, the further news is outside urban and small stream flooding with moderate heavy rain in the forecast. In addition, strong into the end for flood temperatures strong, the damaging winds and pockets of close flooding in the fourth. Minor indication of shoreline west during night time, some lower whiskey coming west over to northwest Massachusetts, high train most of the day. Impact centered around Monday evening. Okay. Looking at the forecast, it goes like this for tonight. Petrobog after 3 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cuts about 35 degrees. Calm wind for Monday. Rain may after 3 p.m. Petrobog before 2 p.m. Then Petrobog after 3 p.m. 45 degrees. Calm wind coming in the eastbound 6 miles in the afternoon. Mostly cuts at 20 miles an hour. Trust basis 8%. New spots between 10-quarter inch possible. Monday night. Rain may up for 4 a.m. Rain can be at a time. Petrobog will on 40 degrees east about 6 11 miles coming south and midnight. Winds cuts at 30 miles an hour. Trust basis 1%. New spots between 1 and 2 inches possible. Tuesday, chance of showers main for 7 a.m. Mostly gusts about 45, about 30 degrees, and chance of is 30% for Wednesday. Slight chance of snow showers before 11 a.m. and a slight chance of rain showers between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. and then a slight chance of rain and snow showers after 5 p.m. Puts Sunday got about 39 degrees and chance of 20%. Wednesday night, mostly gusts about 31 degrees. Thursday, most sunny, mostly gusts for 43, about 27 degrees. Friday, most sunny, mostly gusts for 40, about 26 degrees for Saturday. Puts Sunday, mostly gusts for 40, about 28 degrees for Sunday. Chance of rain, clouds got about 5 degrees. Chance of 40%. Right now, Norton, it is overcast and 45. And that's going to be for Peter Channel, 5 o'clock news on this Sunday evening, November 25th, 2018. Peter, we have a good evening and goodbye to the I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. We have a good evening. Hope you have a good evening.